Hey, thanks for checking out my video on the 2024 Volkswagen Atlas. Today we have a Peak Edition. Doesn't matter which Atlas you're looking at, they all have the same storage space when you come around the trunk here. So one thing I like to point out when you're checking out the Atlas for the first time is when the seats are flat, it is perfectly flat. So check this out. The second row and the third row is completely folded. The second thing I like to point out, and the easiest way to describe it without getting technical in measurements, would be you have about 1 meter wide here. And when I say 1 meter wide, it's from this pillar to this pillar. These cavities don't count. So you have a meter here to actually get stuff in. When the third row is down and the second row is up, you have 1 meter till you get that second row, the back of that seat. If you have the seats folded completely like this, you have just about 2.1, 2.2 meters, depending on how those seats are up front there. So again, 2 meters folded, or about 2.2 meters folded, depending on how it's set up. You have 1 meter if you have the second row, like people are sitting in that seat, and you have 1 meter of width here. So it's a very nice square box. Another thing about the Atlas I really like, I will turn on ultra wide here. Your overall trunk lid is a big square. So this is really your most usable space, or the limiting thing when you're trying to move couches, tables, is how much space before you can actually get in. It doesn't matter where the roof height is. The roof height goes up, but what really matters is, you know, your opening to actually put things through. Not to saying in the third row as well, you can see the head cavity, it's cut out. So that's another thing I like for storage space, or for actually carrying people in the third row, is that you have additional height there. So if you have to wiggle something in, long arms, tables, chairs, you can get that in nice and easy. So seats do fold nice and flat. A little bit of a gap you can see on this one. The seat was a little bit farther forward. You can eliminate this simply by having the seat upright. Excuse my poor video editing skills there. Your front of the seat, you slide it back as far as you can, and then you fold it. So that's the difference of when you start with the seat gap. Like so, this seat started a little bit forward. This seat started in the farthest back position. So on this one, I will demo it for you. I moved the seat as far back as it will go using the push bar underneath the seat. You simply recline, the seat folds down, and that gap is now minimized, almost eliminated. There still is a very small gap, but for moving objects and things like that, you shouldn't find that getting in your way, and you shouldn't lose any objects down there. You as well do have tie downs on the back of the seats, so if you need to bungee, you need to have something, you can use these little tether points. Don't put a whole bunch of weight on them, but they are metal. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful. I know it's always hard to find the cargo space of a vehicle online, but real world stuff here. Tossing a decently tall cargo floor liner in the trunk here, you can see I would have enough room even if that second row was up. So lots, and this is not a short box, this is about 1 meter long. Hope you found this video, and thanks for your time.